morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Michael Wolf, the head of school. Well, it sure turned into a strange year to take a sabbatical, but I'm very glad to be back and here with you today for this unusual, weird, but wonderful and memorable 148th Baccalaureate ceremony at Stanstead College. Obviously, there's an enormous amount of uncertainty at the moment, and no one can say for sure what's going to happen next with this pandemic. Although I think we can say with some certainty that this situation isn't going to last forever. In fact, we're working very hard right now on plans to reopen the campus in September. Now, that's a very complex and challenging task, and there's no way we can do it without the full involvement of all of you who will be returning this fall. We'll need you, and we're going to be counting on you. For our graduates, what I can say with full certainty is that the great times and amazing experiences that you've had at Stanstead College and the diplomas that you've earned will endure long after we've overcome the COVID-19 virus. We all know that this was not the final year of high school you expected. No prom, no in-person talent show, no in-person back, and no tearful hugs after the ceremony is over. Sure, maybe it's not the worst thing in the world when you see what so many other people are dealing with, but it's still sad and it still hurts. And that's perfectly okay to feel that way. You'll get through it, just as the students who went here during the Spanish flu, the Depression, and the 2 world wars did. And like you, they didn't know for sure how things would end, or even if they would end. They just had to, as Mr. Ross would say, keep falling forward. They had to keep hoping. Let's face it, that's not easy. But we need to try and focus on what we have and what we can do. We all have to grab on to the small kindnesses and little wonders we see and do in our daily lives to keep that hope going. And in the face of the intolerable racism and injustice that we've seen, heard, and read about these past few weeks, we have to try with all that we have to overcome our differences and to comfort, support, and stand up for one another so that we can get through this together. Take care of yourselves. Take care of those who you love. We're going through one of the toughest tests we'll ever face. But remember, we all have what it takes to prevail. Thank you.
Good morning and welcome. I'm happy to see that so many of you can join us today, although it be through YouTube. It is on this occasion that we recognize all the hard work that our students put into the 2019-2020 school year. We pay extra tribute to those who excel. It is, however, also time to recognize our wonderful faculty and staff who have done an amazing job adapting to this new reality. So on behalf of the trustees, the board of directors, and I'm sure all the parents, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the faculty and staff for all their efforts in making this year an exceptional one for all our students, and doing so under unprecedented times. Graduation is an exciting time. For those of you who are leaving, this is a time to say goodbye to friends that some of you have had for the last 6 years. Remember when you're saying goodbye to those friends, to seek out, either by text or email, or I guess even Zoom today, those teachers or staff members who made your stay here memorable. Remember to say goodbye to them and thank them for all they did for you. Finally, remember when you go out into the world, it's not so much about what you've done, but more importantly, it's about what you're going to do. So please help make the world a better place. Thank you so much, good luck, and congratulations.
I remember calling my mom in grade 10 to tell her about my new life at Stanstead. I remember telling her I wish I could have been there since grade 7 and that I couldn't believe I would only get 3 years in this place. I remember sitting at the back of the church as a pit, looking at Rena and Will and asking myself if I'd ever be the head prefect standing at the front and delivering a baccalaureate speech, and then scolding myself for ever thinking something so crazy. I remember feeling bad for the grade 12s because they had to leave and thinking, oh, that's not me. I'm never leaving. I remember sitting at church last year, watching some of my best friends graduate, and freak out over the fact that in a year, it would be me. And now that the time has come, I'm thinking, I can't believe it. It's me, I'm leaving. When I first walked into Colby, I was just a kid who had no idea who she was and hoped boarding school would help her discover it. From the moment I stepped foot on campus, I started growing up. I changed. I met Mr. Simard, who in class would always say, "There's that bit of brilliance," when I gave the right answer. By encouraging me, he became the first person to ever make me feel smart. I also met Lisa Smith, whose name should really be Lisa Saint. I'd struggled in math my whole life, I was discouraged, and it diminished my confidence. Then I met her. She stayed with me 2-3 nights a week, sometimes until 10 p.m., going over every topic and making sure I'd be ready for tests. Even when I didn't do well on them, she never gave up on me. The teachers I met here showed me the kind of person I want to be. They've been my role models and parent figures who treated me like their own, and I've learned a lot from them. So when I'm old and wrinkly, I hope to have Mr. Simard's kindness, Mr. Planeta's sense of humor, Mr. Van Eyck's passion, Miss Carruthers' energy, Mr. Granny's charisma, and to be as caring as Miss Smith and a hard worker like Mr. Ryu. Yes, teachers helped a lot in this quest towards finding myself. But what really made me me is you. Don't get me wrong, sometimes you annoy me to no end, and I know it's the same for you. I don't have any brothers or sisters, but from what I've been told, it's normal in families to make each other crazy. And that's what we've become, a family. Granted, it is a massive and a pretty dysfunctional one, but it's still one. We went through a lot together. Growing up and living with 200 other kids wasn't always easy. There have been a lot of fights, rumors, breakups, and really strange situations. There have also been many laughs, bonding moments, a few more strange situations, but mostly a lot of love and friendship. Through all those events, you've always been there for me. One of the first things I adored about this place was its lack of cliques. Everyone was friends. The age, gender, or background didn't matter here like it did elsewhere. We're all friends. I know that sounds stupid, but you guys are the real friends I spend my life craving for. When news broke that we wouldn't be coming home to finish the year, everyone was heartbroken. Texting and calling, checking up on their classmates. I think that says a lot about who we are and how we feel about each other. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't absolutely terrified of departing Stanstead. I am. I arrived as a kid, and I'm leaving as a young woman who finally knows who she is and is proud of it. Also now I speak English, kind of. You gave me a home, a place where I finally felt like I belong, and a family. I can never thank you enough for making me me. I might be leaving Stanstead, but Stanstead isn't leaving me. As a matter of fact, I'm still wearing my orientation day bracelet and it's not going anywhere. I'll always have all of you and the lessons I learned. Thank you for allowing me to be one of you. Thank you for allowing me to be your friend. Congratulations, graduates and returning students. I am extremely jealous of you and I hope you make the most of the year to come. Thanks, everyone.
Dear parents, teachers, fellow students, and the graduating class of 2020. I wish I was standing in front of the church with you all today and we could celebrate our class's accomplishments like any other year. I miss Stanstead and I miss you all.
Trust me when I say that.
This pandemic may be preventing our gathering, but the way I see it, we're the lucky ones. It has been close to 80 years since the world has been at a standstill like this, and our class will be leading the charge in the healing process, and I think we should be proud of that and look forward to it. I applied to Stanstead in July 2016, and on my first day on campus, I had never seen the campus before. I was shy and I had never been in a predominantly English environment until then. I felt very stressed and scared, but Thomas Abbott, a former head prefect, took my dad and I on a tour and greeted us. It made me feel right at home. To this day, however, one thing still scares me, Mr. Williams' art class. My most vivid memories from Stanstead range from the Spartan race with my fellow Acadian friends, to the long hockey road trips on the bus and watching boxing at night with BJ and Matt, to the Davis slip and slide, where we put a bunch of water and soap in the Davis hallway and created our homemade slip and slide, and Mr. Winquist became quite mad at us because he had to clean it all up. To also all those spring weekends where we used to play tackle football right outside of Bugby. The special thing about these memories isn't about the activities themselves, but rather the people that participated with me. I've often heard alumni tell me that it's the people that make Stanstead what it is. And for that, I want to thank each and every one of you for making these last 4 years the best 4 years of my life. I also want to thank the parents and the teachers for helping us through our time at Stanstead. I'm sure I'm speaking on behalf of all students that your support through our time at Stanstead is greatly appreciated, and we wouldn't be where we are today without you all. To all the graduates, I do want to share a little piece of wisdom. It feels weird for me to want to give you all advice, as we're all pretty close to the same age. I might even be younger than some of you, and we all have similar life experiences. But there's one thing I want to tell you all today. The single most important thing that I think our world needs is for more people to be kind to each other. If we all begin to separate and act individually, the world won't be a place Stanstead will have been proud to help create. I truly believe that the way you treat others defines you. We've all heard the phrase that what you give is what you get. Even if you don't think you're getting much in return, the fact that you're making the world a better place is much more than I think anyone could ever ask in return. So as you go on with your lives, remember to be kind and compassionate. You never know where it can lead you, but you do know you'll be a source of positivity in this sometimes dark world. I finally want to congratulate my fellow graduates. We've come a long way, but the road isn't over yet. Keep working hard, and I hope to see you all very soon. To the returning students, make sure you keep Stanstead in good shape while us older students are gone. Take advantage of the opportunities that are presented to you. You never know if a pandemic will take it all away in 2 weeks' time. So make it special while it lasts. Good luck to all, and I'm confident we will all achieve great things with our lives. Moira Rogers said that the hardest things in life are to say hello for the first time and goodbye for the last. I've done the first 4 years ago now, and here I am doing the second. So thank you, Stanstead, and goodbye.
This year's speaker, although relatively young, has done something that very few people can do. She has a PhD already. Not an undergraduate degree, not a master's degree, a PhD from one of the top universities in the world, no less, McGill University. And if you're not sure what a PhD is, it's the highest degree a university can confer. It requires the recipient to produce original research that adds to the boundaries of knowledge in that field. And since you are looking to add new knowledge to the planet Earth, to earn a PhD, you must defend your work against the accepted experts in that field. So, 9 years after graduating from Stanstead College, Necola Guerrina stood in front of a panel of experts in the field of pathology and taught them something new. Because she had discovered through her research that if a person is deficient in one specific protein that is naturally found in the body, then that person is more susceptible to chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, a disease that makes it more difficult for people, especially smokers, to breathe as they get older, a disease which kills over 3 million people per year. She taught that panel of experts something new. She taught the world something new. Now, how was she able to accomplish something so important and inspiring? My guess, 2 of her strongest qualities: drive and perseverance. Just like when she was a student here. I was her advisor, her math teacher, her physics teacher, and her basketball coach, so I knew her pretty well, and I witnessed firsthand how she approached life and how she dealt with adversity. She knew what she wanted. She would put 100% of herself into getting what she wanted. And if she failed, which she did just as much as the rest of us, she just tried harder. Way back in September 2005, Necola Guerrina set foot on campus for the first time, a shy talented, but slightly awkward grade 9 girl that lacked confidence and self-belief in her considerable abilities. 4 years later, thanks to her drive and perseverance, she walked out of this very church after baccalaureate, having earned, over the course of her Stanstead career, a grade 12 diploma with academic distinction, 2 prefect pins, 3 major S awards, 2 captain stars, 2 basketball MVP trophies, and the Truman McFadden Award as the top student athlete in the school. Now that is a lot of success, and she earned every bit of it, because she understood then, as she understands now, that if it's really worthwhile, you're going to have to work for it, which is a great lesson. As it turns out, you don't have to be an expert on pathology for Miss Guerrina to stand up in front of you and teach you something important. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you today's speaker, even though she'll probably make me call her doctor from now on, Dr. Necola Guerrina.
I would like to begin by recognizing why we are all here today, to congratulate the remarkable achievements of the class of 2020. You all should be incredibly proud of what you have accomplished to be here today at your graduation. I would be willing to bet, though, that when you had imagined what your graduation would look like, this isn't exactly what you had in mind. I'll be completely honest with you. When Mrs. Carruthers had approached me and asked if I would like to speak with you this year at your graduation, and then she informed me that Stanstead would be hosting a virtual graduation in light of the pandemic, I was really nervous. I thought, I've never given a virtual talk. What if this doesn't turn out how I expect? But then, the more I came to think about it, the more I realized that this situation isn't what anybody expected. It's a new situation for all of us. And that's what I want to talk to you about today, is the importance of embracing change and embracing new experiences in your life. I do want to clarify, though, that when I say embracing new experiences, I am not suggesting for you to become a yes man. For those of you who have not seen the movie with Jim Carrey, a yes man is someone who indiscriminately says yes to any opportunity that presents itself, be it good or bad. No, what I'm suggesting is for you to consider the importance of embracing new experiences that align with who you are as a person. And who you are is not fixed. It will continue to evolve and develop over time. However, in my personal opinion, I think that there are 3 important traits that really help to give us insight into who we are at any point in our life. These are our strengths, our weaknesses, and our passions. Our strengths, the attributes that uniquely define you, your skills, your talents, and your proficiencies. Our weaknesses. This is something we don't like to focus on nearly as much as a society, but it's critical to recognize that nobody is amazing at everything. There will be things in life that you excel at, but equally important to recognize is there will be things that you struggle with, things that you have to work twice as hard as the next guy to try and make an impact. And lastly, our passions. What is it that you daydream about? What inspires you and what drives you? The reason I think that these 3 things are so important is because if you pursue a path in life that aligns these 3 traits so as to capitalize on your strengths, recognize your weaknesses, and follow your passions, you are maximizing your chances at finding success and happiness in life. The amazing thing is, though, for you to really understand the extent of those strengths, weaknesses, and passions, you need to embrace change and embrace new experiences. How else will you come to realize the full range of your capacities if you don't challenge yourself to try new things? I want to give you an example from my own life. From the time I was in grade 8, I wanted to be a medical doctor. I knew of myself, even at 13 years old, that I loved studying, I really was fascinated by science, and I enjoyed people. When I reached my third year of university, one of my biology professors approached me and asked if I would like to do my honors with him. So an honors is an independent research project that you do in your last year of university on top of your other courses. I asked him, "Do you think that this is going to increase my chances of getting into medical school?" And he said, "You know, it's really hard to say. Good students get into medical school, and good students do their honors." So I was on the fence. I thought, I don't even know if I like research. Ironically enough, the deciding factor for me was driven by my hyper-competitive nature and the fact that my roommate and best friend had already decided that she was going to do her honors. I figured, I know I love learning, and this won't hurt my chances of medical school, so why not? Fast forward to today. Had I not embraced that new experience, I would have never come to know how much I love research. The key is that for every new experience you embrace, you open a door. And opening these doors empowers you with the freedom to choose where to go next. By embracing that experience, I opened a door into biomedical research and was able to choose a career path that is even better suited to my strengths, weaknesses, and passions as they are today. You are incredibly fortunate because your time here at Stanstead College has and will continue to shape you in ways that you have yet to even realize. Stanstead College has positioned you well on your way to understanding your strengths, weaknesses, and passions because it continually challenges you to embrace new experiences. Every time you took a new class, or you participated in a club that was outside your comfort zone, or you pushed yourself to the limit on the court, the field, or the ice, trying to beat BCS in those game-winning finals. Or even every time you stayed up after lights out, talking to your roommate who's from some other part of the world. In all of these moments, you are embracing new experiences, all the while gaining a better understanding of who you are. My closing message to you, class of 2020, is twofold. Identify what makes you unique and pursue a path in life that capitalizes on your strengths, recognizes your weaknesses, and follows your passions. Moreover, continue upon the path that Stanstead College has laid out for you and keep embracing those new experiences. The more experiences you embrace, the more doors you will open. The world is out there for the taking. Embrace change, embrace new experiences, or else you will never come to realize the opportunities that could have awaited if you don't take the leap to try. Thank you again for your time, and congratulations again, class of 2020.
Good morning and welcome. Bonjour et bienvenue. Before we begin, I would like to take a moment to recognize and acknowledge that Stanstead College was founded on what are the traditional lands of the Wabanaki Confederacy of First Nations peoples, more precisely, the Abenaki First Nation, original keepers of this land. Nous reconnaissons respectueusement que le lieu de notre rassemblement aujourd'hui est la terre traditionnelle et non cédée du peuple Abenaki et de la Confédération Wabanaki. There are many thanks to extend today. The first from me to our head of school and our board chair for offering me the opportunity to lead the school this year during Mike Wolf's sabbatical. It is a privilege and an honor to work at this exceptional place, and it gives me even greater pride to have parented two of its graduates, including my baby this year. There are very few places quite as special as Stanstead College, and I'm grateful for my small part in its history. Thank you to our head prefects for their thoughtful speeches, to our board chair, Jonathan Cowan, for his words, and a special thanks to Dr. Necola Guerrina for her message, which resonates profoundly during this very tumultuous year. And because she did her entire speech without notes, a far cry from that day many years ago when she was doing her prefect speech and she tried to back out of it, but ultimately made it during her grade 11 year. First meeting Necola and her mother Elizabeth at Grand Isle School, Vermont, way back in January of 2005, she made a very positive first impression on me. Her impact was felt thereafter in each of her 4 years at the school. Necola's words are particularly poignant during this exceptional year when we must all rely on our strengths, recognize and work through our weaknesses, and follow our passions. I'm continuously humbled by the work of our faculty and staff. My sincere thanks are also extended to these dedicated and hardworking professionals. It is with regret that we say goodbye to several colleagues who will be leaving Stanstead College this year to pursue other opportunities. After an 11-year career teaching in the Sherbrooke region, Julie Bernier joined us this year to teach math in grades 9 to 11 and to coach Stanstead's first ultimate Frisbee team. We wish Julie and her family well as she returns closer to home to teach at Séminaire de Sherbrooke this fall. Brendan Varro has taught at Stanstead College for 3 years in our math science department, coached senior girls soccer and bantam hockey, and spent a year as assistant house director in Davis House. Brendan and his young family are moving back to the West Coast. Emily Norris, a Stanstead College lifer, joined our faculty this year in the English and Math Science department, oversaw Cowan House as the assistant house director, and coached our ultimate Frisbee team with Miss Bernier. Emily brought her enthusiasm, innovation, and creativity to everything she did, whether inside or outside the classroom. She leaves us to pursue other teaching opportunities. Luc Charret first joined Stanstead College in 2014 teaching French at our summer school, then joined the French department that fall. Mr. Charret was the enthusiastic and much-loved coach of the Bantam Thirds hockey team, coached cross-country running and lacrosse, and also contributed to the drama program. Luc and his partner José will be relocating to the Rimouski area to continue his teaching career. Dan Poliziani joined us also in 2014 as our varsity boys hockey coach and teacher of history and physical education. Mr. Poliziani was a big believer in providing the mental break needed by his students throughout the day and did his utmost to ensure that they always had fun while being physically active. He leaves the school to pursue other coaching and teaching opportunities. One of our longest serving staff members is retiring this year. After 33 years, Suzanne Marotte, who has worked as an administrative assistant in the admissions office with me for 25 of those years, was no doubt well known to all of you as she helped and supported every one of our students through the admissions process. Her patience, efficiency, and professionalism will be sorely missed. We wish all of our departing faculty and staff the very best in their future endeavors. They have all had an important impact on our school's past and future. Finally, to Stanstead College's graduating class of 2020, you are part of history. This year will be forever etched in the school and the world's history books. You are Stanstead College's 148th graduating class and the first to ever graduate virtually. There were a number of other firsts this year, including the grand opening of Cowan House, our grade 12 coeducational residence. It was also a first in our athletics department with the fall edition of Ultimate Frisbee and the anticipated first ever girls lacrosse team, which was set to debut in April. I guess that will be a 2021 first. The first that you have experienced this year extends well beyond this. What you and all students around the world have been through with the move to distance education and online instruction has forced you to adapt and to change. Some of you loved the change, some tolerated it, and many didn't like it at all. But you, the class of 2020, have made this challenge into an adventure and a learning experience for yourselves and your teachers as well. For our faculty, delivering their curriculum online is a first which they reluctantly but emphatically embraced. Graduates, as you move on to the next chapter in college and university, the resilience and flexibility that you have developed will see you better able to adapt to your new environment, no matter what it looks like in September, next year, or in 10 years. The skills and tools that you have developed will carry you forward. Remote learning this year will allow you to further appreciate the gift of being in class and together with your peers in the future. I know that I'm more grateful now than ever for our incredible school and its people, as well as the extended Stanstead College family, to all of you. Without further ado, I'm pleased to turn this over to Mr. Wolf, who will present our graduation certificates and prizes. Congratulations, graduates and students. We miss you and we wish you well. Thank you.
We'll now begin with the distribution of prizes and graduation diplomas, starting with outstanding academic achievement in the junior school, grades 7 to 9. We'll start by awarding certificates of academic achievement with distinction and with great distinction, as well as the academic awards. The distinction award means that a student has achieved a final academic average of between 80 and 84.9% in all subjects. A certificate with great distinction represents an overall average of 85% and above. In grade 7, for academic achievement with great distinction and the recipient of the Science and Technology Prize, the English Prize, the Geography Prize, the Amazon Prize for French, the Mathematics Prize, and the History Prize, Rodrigo Aceves. For academic achievement with great distinction, Maria Casas. For academic achievement with great distinction and the recipient of the Music Prize in grade 7, Xavier Gan. For academic achievement with distinction and the winner of the Physical Education and Health Prize in grade 7, Ariel Oud. For academic achievement with great distinction and the recipient of the Art Prize and the Sybil Galambos Prize for Francais in grade 7, Valerie Lynn. Moving on to grade 8, for academic achievement with distinction and the recipient of the French Prize, Matteo Alba. For academic achievement with great distinction and the recipient of the Mathematics Prize, Jasmine Ding. For academic achievement with great distinction and the recipient of the English Prize and the Physical Education and Health Prize in grade 8, Chaz Grenier. For academic achievement with great distinction and the recipient of the grade 8 History Prize, Tony Zhu. For academic achievement with distinction, Mauricio Lopez. For academic achievement with distinction, Baron Lovejoy. For academic achievement with distinction, Kimmy Liu. For academic achievement with distinction, Lana Peasley. For academic achievement with great distinction and the recipient of the Science and Technology Prize and the Sybil Galambos Prize for Francais in grade 8, Gloria Riddle. For academic achievement with distinction, Diego Riverol. For academic achievement with distinction, Beatrice Ruff. For academic achievement with great distinction and the winner of the grade 8 Music Prize, Art Prize, and Geography Prize, Ava St. Pierre. For academic achievement with distinction, William Towner. For academic achievement with great distinction, Haley Wolf. In grade 9, for academic achievement with distinction, Alexa Escobareta. For academic achievement with great distinction and the recipient of the grade 9 Art Prize, Georgia Bailey. For academic achievement with great distinction and the recipient of the Music Prize in grade 9, Justin Bouchard. For academic achievement with great distinction, Christine Breton. For academic achievement with distinction, Sarah Callahan. For academic achievement with great distinction, Eric Quee. For academic achievement with great distinction, Asher Dixon Bowles. For academic achievement with great distinction, David Dong. For academic achievement with great distinction, Elizabeth Godbout. For academic achievement with great distinction and the recipient of the prize for most improvement in French in grade 9, Amanda Gu. For academic achievement with distinction, Howard Gu. And for academic achievement with distinction, Kevin Hu. Continuing with grade 9 for academic achievement with distinction, David Liu. For academic achievement with distinction, Anna McLaren. For academic achievement with great distinction, Mika Oliveri. For academic achievement with great distinction, Beatrice Perrin-Roy. For academic achievement with great distinction, and the recipient of the Physical Education and Health Prize in grade 9, Dominic Pecora. For academic achievement with great distinction, Carol Prefontaine. For academic achievement with great distinction, Antoine Remial. For academic achievement with great distinction and the recipient of the Sybil Galambos Prize for Francais in grade 9, Elodie Roy. For academic achievement with great distinction, Simon Ruff. For academic achievement with great distinction, Maggie Sun. For academic achievement with great distinction, Kieran Templeman. For academic achievement with great distinction and the winner of the Ethics and Religious Culture Prize in grade 9, Anna Torchia. For academic achievement with great distinction and the recipient of the Science Prize, the English Prize, the History Prize, the Technology Prize, the Amaron Prize for French, and the Mathematics Prize in grade 9, Lucy Wong. For academic achievement with distinction, Logan Bayas. For academic achievement with great distinction, Cedric Beauregard. For academic achievement with distinction, Stephanie Bork. For academic achievement with distinction, Dylan Brand. For academic achievement with distinction, Victoria Garcia. For academic achievement with great distinction, and the recipient of the grade 10 Chemistry Prize, Physics Prize, and Sybil Galambos Prize for Francais, Marc-Antoine Gobet. For academic achievement with distinction, Charles Goudreau. For academic achievement with distinction, Lorelei Grenier. For academic achievement with distinction, Ryan Hopkins. For academic achievement with great distinction, and the winner of the grade 10 Science and Technology Prize, Axel Halojarvi. For academic achievement with great distinction, Rosemary Lefebvre. For academic achievement with great distinction, Juliette Leroux. For academic achievement with distinction, Crystal Lynn. For academic achievement with great distinction, John Lipman. For academic achievement with distinction, Alexia Moreau. For academic achievement with distinction, and the winner of the grade 10 Drama Prize, Sophia Parody. For academic achievement with great distinction, and the recipient of the Anne Mackenzie English Prize in grade 10, Maximiliano Petticelli. For academic achievement with great distinction, and the recipient of the Art Prize, Megan Pilon. For academic achievement with distinction, Joseph Riddle. For academic achievement with great distinction, Fernanda Rivas. For academic achievement with great distinction, Riho Sasamoto. For academic achievement with great distinction, Jason Shao. For academic achievement with distinction, Leo Shi. For academic achievement with great distinction,
Kevin Shi.
For academic achievement with distinction, Savanya Voigt. For academic achievement with distinction, Kennedy Wilson. For academic achievement with great distinction, and the winner of the Mathematics Prize, the Amazon Prize for French, and the Grade 10 Ethics and Religious Culture Prize, Joel Zhu. For academic achievement with great distinction, Emanuela Udo. For academic achievement with great distinction, and the winner of the Grade 10 Music Prize and Historical Society Prize, Cindy Zhang. And now moving on to grade 11. The following students have been enrolled in the grade 11 Secondary 5 academic program this year. Students may qualify for the Quebec Secondary School Leaving Certificate and or the Stanstead College grade 11 diploma. Note that the Stanstead diploma goes beyond the provincial requirements and reflects good standing in 7 500 level courses. I will read off the names in groups of 5. For academic achievement with distinction, Andrei Afinazayev. Victoria Azar. For academic achievement with great distinction, Miriama Berry. For academic achievement with great distinction, Andrew Bim. For academic achievement with distinction, Ben Chadwick. For academic achievement with distinction, Sheyang Xiang. Amy Kluche is the winner of the Grade 11 Art Prize. Michael de Forel. Fritz Dietrich. Marc-Antoine Ducharme. William Duhamel. For academic achievement with great distinction, William Dyke. Panayoti Ephraimides. For academic achievement with great distinction and the recipient of the Contemporary World Prize and the J.D. Ferguson History Prize, Sophia Farfan. Xavier Fisk. Hadley Forbes. For academic achievement with distinction, Laurence Frenet. Evan Gass. For academic achievement with distinction, Corey Goudreau. Marianne Haborek. Owen Hollingsworth. For academic achievement with great distinction and the winner of the Grade 11 Biology Prize, Jesse Hu. Nicole Isaac. Ryan Johnson. For academic achievement with distinction, Jacob Kaczynski. For academic achievement with distinction, Jacob Kalny. Ike Kaurienzi. Justin LaForce. Gage Larkin. Ho Lee. For academic achievement with great distinction and the recipient of the J. Brian Clark Economics Prize, Julianne Legault. For academic achievement with distinction, Audrey McCutcheon. Marie-Ange Ndwikwe. Moe Nishizawa. For academic achievement with distinction, Bodie Nobes. Gergely Oros. For academic achievement with distinction, Richard Pan. Kaz Peasley. For academic achievement with great distinction, and the winner of the Grade 11 Mathematics Prize and Physics Prize, Anki Peng. For academic achievement with great distinction, and the recipient of the Anne Mackenzie English Prize and the Sybil Galambos Prize for Francais in Grade 11, Marianne Picard. For academic achievement with distinction, and the recipient of the AP French Prize in Grade 11, Nicolas Pokora. For academic achievement with great distinction, Leah Rose Remiar. Valentina Ruanova. For academic achievement with great distinction, Victoria Ruff. For academic achievement with distinction, and the winner of the prize for most improvement in French in Grade 11, Hajime Seeki. For academic achievement with great distinction, Austin Scarinza. Elizabeth Shane. For academic achievement with great distinction, Simon Singer. Samuel Smith. Annie Tang. The winner of the Music Prize in Grade 11, Laura Tang. Jeremy Tremblay. Hector Vasquez. For academic achievement with great distinction, and the winner of the Chemistry Prize, and the Amaron Prize for French in grade 11, Dingyi Wang. For academic achievement with distinction, Tamara Wood Downey. Michael Wu. For academic achievement with great distinction, Michio Yokuchi. For academic achievement with distinction, Marie Yoshizawa. For academic achievement with distinction, Ryan Young. And now our grade 12 graduates. During the 2019-2020 academic year, there were 57 students in grade 12. Our graduates received offers from many post-secondary institutions, including 31 Canadian universities, 64 American universities, and 5 international universities. And these encompass 7 provinces, 19 states, and 6 countries. This year's most popular major was business, with 19 students studying in fields related to business and economics. Majors for the class of 2020 range from character animation and fish and wildlife technology to aerospace engineering and behavioral neuroscience, and from political science to hospitality and tourism management. This year's most popular university is Concordia in Montreal, with 10 students registering full-time in the fall of 2020. 35% of the graduating class accepted offers from Quebec universities. 24% of the graduating class accepted offers from universities in the United States. 19% of the graduating class accepted offers from universities and colleges in Ontario. 1 student accepted an offer from a university in Alberta. 1 student accepted an offer from a university in Mexico. And 10 students have deferred university acceptances, either to take a gap year or to pursue postgraduate year opportunities. To date, the total amount of scholarship dollars offered to the class of 2020 is over $2 million. For academic achievement with distinction, and he will be studying at the Rochester Institute of Technology in Hospitality and Tourism Management, Carter Benedict. For academic achievement with great distinction, he'll be studying computer engineering at Concordia University, Antoine Berube. For academic achievement with distinction, he'll be studying commerce at Concordia University, David Blais. For academic achievement with great distinction, and the winner of the grade 12 Human Geography Prize, he has been accepted to Queen's University, but he will be returning to Stanstead College for a PG year, Andrew Bouchard. Andre Bucatel will be studying economics at Concordia University. Tyler Carruthers will be studying fish and wildlife technology at Fleming College. Neil Clay will be studying economics at Concordia University. Geneva Coffey will be studying animal science at the University of Vermont. For academic achievement with distinction, and she is committed to Princeton University in 2021, but will be returning to Stanstead College for a PG year in 2020-2021, Dominic Cormier. For academic achievement with great distinction, and the winner of the grade 12 English Prize, he will be studying management at McGill University, Devin DeVries. For academic achievement with distinction, he has deferred his acceptance at Plymouth State University, Connor Eamon. For academic achievement with distinction, she'll be studying behavioral neuroscience at Laurentian University, Emily Eichelboom. Academic achievement with great distinction, she'll be studying finance at the University of Calgary, Portia Eldouan. For academic achievement with great distinction, she'll be studying management and organizational studies at Western University, Cecilia Fava. For academic achievement with great distinction and the winner of the grade 12 Psychology Prize, she is committed to College of the Holy Cross in the year 2021, but will return to Stanstead College for a PG year, Emily Fortunato. For academic achievement with great distinction, she'll be studying political science at McGill University, Rosalie Gadbois-Giroux. Academic achievement with great distinction, he has been accepted at the University of Waterloo but is deferring that acceptance, Jeremy Gagnon. For academic achievement with great distinction, she'll be studying business at the University of Wisconsin, Jean Gervais. For academic achievement with great distinction, and the winner of the grade 12 chemistry, math, and physics prizes, he'll be studying aerospace engineering at the Georgia Institute of Technology, Oscar Haas. For academic achievement with distinction, she'll be studying liberal arts at the Rochester Institute of Technology, Emily Holmes. Charles Hahn will be studying social sciences at McMaster University. Dominique Houdin will be studying social science at Bishop's University. For academic achievement with great distinction, he'll be studying economics at McGill University, Philippe Jacques. For academic achievement with great distinction, she'll be studying biochemistry at Syracuse University, Hannah Johnson. For academic achievement with great distinction, he has been accepted at The Ohio State University and is deferring his acceptance, Matthew Johnson. James George will be studying international business at the University of Tampa. For academic achievement with great distinction, he'll be studying life sciences at the University of Toronto, Benjamin Koo. For academic achievement with great distinction, she will also be going to the University of Toronto, where she will be studying commerce, Karen Kosugi. Maxim Kubinek has deferred his acceptance at Acadia University. Thomas Liao is the winner of the grade 12 art prize and will be studying character animation at the California Institute of the Arts. For academic achievement with great distinction, and the winner of the grade 12 economics and biology prizes, will be studying physics at the University of Michigan, Roy Liu. For academic achievement with great distinction, he has deferred his acceptance at McGill University and has committed to Cornell University in 2021, Sean Mahoney. Marc-Antoine Mayo will be studying economics at Concordia University. For academic achievement with distinction, he'll be studying criminology at Bishop's University, Gregoire Malbazin. For academic achievement with distinction, she will be studying business at the Universidad Iberoamericana, Ariadna Meza Rubio. For academic achievement with great distinction, and he will be studying electrical engineering at Concordia University, Banam Nguyen. Todd Northgrave has deferred his acceptance at St. Francis Xavier University. For academic achievement with distinction, and studying chemical and physical science at the University of Toronto, Yoshihiro Oh. For academic achievement with distinction, and studying life science at the University of Toronto, Keita Oki. Academic achievement with great distinction, she will be studying neuroscience at Norwich University, Melianne Reynolds. For academic achievement with distinction, she will be studying commerce at Concordia University, Isabelle Richard. For academic achievement with great distinction, she'll be studying psychology at Bishop's University, Jasmine Richter. For academic achievement with great distinction, she'll be studying political science at McGill University, Charlotte Riddle. For academic achievement with distinction, she'll be studying international business at Lynn University, Valeria Rodriguez. For academic achievement with distinction, He will be studying business at Clarkson University. Bradley James Roy. Jacob Sorio will be studying arts and science at Algonquin College. For academic achievement with distinction, she'll be studying education at McGill University. Ava Schaefer. Samantha Smith will be studying communications at Concordia University. Drew Summers will be studying engineering at St. Francis Xavier University. Zachary Stevens will be studying marketing at Lynn University. Maxwell Stewart has deferred his acceptance at the University of Southern New Hampshire and will return to Stanstead College for a PG year. For academic achievement with great distinction, she'll be studying life sciences at the University of Toronto, Sumomo Susuta. For academic achievement with distinction, she'll be studying social sciences at the University of Toronto, Candice Tang. Tatsuhiro Terakato will be studying commerce at Concordia University. For academic achievement with distinction and studying commerce at Concordia University, Juliette Vieux. For academic achievement with great distinction and the winner of the Philosophy Prize and the Comparative Politics Prize in grade 12, Helen Udo. Joy Zhao will be studying animation at the School of Visual Arts in New York City. Final section of our ceremony today is the awarding of the special prizes. We'll start with the Donald Hackett Prize for Creativity, and the winner of this year's Hackett Prize is Oscar Haas. The Sean, Kevin, and Gudia Music Award for overall contributions to music in the school is presented to Matthew Liddell Granger. This year's Yearbook Award is presented to Karen Kosugi. The winner of this year's Technology Prize is Corey Goudreau. The Lee Odette Trophy for Senior Public Speaking is awarded to Jesse Hu. The Kathleen Harper Junior Public Speaking Prize is presented to Gloria Riddle. The John T. Hackett Trophy for Senior Debating is awarded to Rosalie Gadwa-Giroux. This year's winner of the Rotary Club Service Award for service above self in the school community goes to Connor Eamon. The Community Service Award is presented to Tyler Carruthers. The Everest Award is presented to a grade 11 or grade 12 student who has overcome challenges and shown significant improvement. This year's winner is Jasmine Richter. The Gordon Usher Jones Memorial Prize is awarded to the grade 12 student who has attended Stanstead College for 1 year and who has made an exceptional contribution through involvement in all aspects of school life. This year's winner is Philippe Jacques. The Raymond Lester Memorial Award is presented to the student who has most benefited from being at Stanstead College. This year's winner is Tatsuhiro Terakato. The Billy Huckins Memorial Award is presented for dedication, hard work, achievement, and above all, courage. And the winner this year is Bodie Nobes. The Fountain Family Memorial Award is presented to Ryan Young. The Bantine Award is presented to a returning local student for academic achievement, and this year's winner is Elodie Roy. The Kenneth Reed Memorial Award is presented to a local junior student who will be returning to the school in the fall, and this year's recipient is Ava St. Pierre. The Leonard Magilton Memorial Award is presented to a local senior student who will be returning to the school in the fall, and this year's winner is Rosemarie Lefebvre. The Ralph V. Mary Award goes to the top student who will be entering a humanities program. This year's winner is Sophia Farfan. The A.P. Gordon Prize for Excellence in Science is presented this year to Anki Peng. The Spofforth Trophy for Excellence in Science and Mathematics is won this year by Oscar Haas. And don't go anywhere, Oscar, because you have also been awarded the Arthur E. Curtis Jr. Award, which is presented to the top student entering an engineering program. The Bugby House Director Award is presented this year to Matteo Alba. The Webster House Director Award is presented this year to Joliane Legault. The Davis House Director Award is presented to Connor Eamon. And the Cowan House Director Award is presented to Helen Udo. The Graham Chandler Sportsman of the Year Award is presented to the athlete who best exemplifies the attributes of character, integrity, and sportsmanship. This year's winner is Juliette Veilleux. The Sheila Ferguson Shield is presented to the All-Round Junior School Athlete of the Year and is won this year by Georgia Bailey. The Samuel F. Abbott Memorial Shield goes to the All-Round Junior Boy Athlete of the Year, and this year's winner is Baron Lovejoy. The Shirley Walter Trophy is presented to the All-Round Senior Girl Athlete of the Year. This year's winner is Elizabeth Shane. And the Thomas Johnson Memorial Trophy to the All-Round Senior Boy Athlete of the Year. The winner this year is Devin DeVries. The Truman McFadgen Award is presented to the 3 varsity sport graduating girl Majoress recipient with the highest overall academic average. The winner this year is Laurence Frenenet. The Bowman Hall Award is presented to the 3 varsity sport graduating boy Majoress recipient with the highest overall academic average. And the winner this year is Devin DeVries. The Faculty Staff Award is presented to a returning student who is deemed most likely to benefit from returning to Stanstead College and who exemplifies the qualities of our motto, health, wisdom, and integrity. This year's winner is Nicholas Pokora. The Ashworth Scholarship is awarded to a deserving local day student who consistently demonstrates effort and excels in some area of activity at the school, and the winner this year is Ryan Young. The Allen Family Friendship Cup is awarded to a student who has attended Stanstead College for at least 1 year and who has shown exceptional friendship, camaraderie, kindness, and support to all members of the school community across age, gender, language, culture, and other boundaries. The winner this year is Oscar Haas. Now on to the final academic awards. The Grade 7 Academic Award for the highest overall average in Grade 7 is presented to Rodrigo Aceves. There's a tie in Grade 8 for the academic award, and the winners of the highest overall average in Grade 8 are Ava St. Pierre and Gloria Riddle. The Grade 9 Academic Award for the highest overall average in Grade 9 goes to Lucy Wong. The Berks Bronze Medal for the highest overall average in Grade 10 is presented to Marc-Antoine Gobet. The Governor General's Medal for the highest overall academic average in Grade 11 is presented to Alicia Wong. The Berks Silver Medal for the highest overall average in Grade 12 based on the average of the best 6 courses is Oscar Haas. The Head of Schools Award is presented to an active and positive student in the Stanstead College community. This year's winner is Banam Wen. The Wilder Shield is presented to the junior student judged to have the most positive influence in the school. And this year's winner is Dominic Pecora. Our final award is the Pitcher Prize. The Pitcher Memorial Prize is the school's highest award and is presented to the student who has exerted the greatest influence for good throughout the school community. This year's winner is Jeremy Gagnon.
Thank you all for joining us today. Congratulations and good luck to all our graduates and students. Merci beaucoup.
I would be true, for there are those who trust me. I will be pure, for there are those who care.
I would be strong, for there is much to suffer.
I would be brave, for there is much to dare. I will be friend of all the foe, the friendless.
I would be giving and forget the day.
I would be humble, for I know my weakness.
I would look up and laugh and love and